Welcome to the Afterspin, opinions from thought leaders in our state. I want to ask Becki Gray and Brad Crone. A search committee has been formed to find Margaret Spelling's permanent replacement as the president of the University of North Carolina system. Kim Strach, formerly executive director of the State Board of Elections, was chosen as a salaried director of the search committee, and a number of people were appointed to be on it. What do you think of Strach's appointment and this approach to finding a new president, Brad?
Well, I'm a big fan of Kim Strach and all the dealings, and I've had dealings with Kim Strach, had 2 clients investigated by her. She was always fair and upfront, very honest, accommodating, transparent, accessible. I can't say enough good things about Kim Strach. The names that I continue to hear are the names that are out there in the public. I've always been a big fan. I think the system made a huge mistake when they named Margaret Spelling. They should have brought in Peter Hans. And I don't think you would have had the upheaval that you saw with Margaret Spelling if you'd had Peter Hans.
And he'd been the former chairman.
And he was former chairman, a real consensus builder and a true education advocate and leader for our state. He's doing a great job over at the community college system. So I keep hearing other names as well, Becki. I'm sure you're hearing them too.
Mm-hmm. What's your take on this appointment?
Well, first of all, I think that the appointment of Kim Strach, I think having a paid full-time employee that their job is to steer this search committee and handle this, I think absolutely that was the best way to go about it.
Does that mean they're not going to hire a headhunter?
I don't know how, Kim Strach and that committee may hire a headhunter, but I think to have somebody that's in charge of, somebody that knows North Carolina, has a long history, well respected, as Brad said, during her tenure at the State Board of Elections, I think she was well respected, very methodical, the way that she approaches problems. I think she's the perfect person to lead that. Whether they hire a headhunter, whether they hire a bunch of them, I don't know, but I think she is the perfect person. And to make it a paid position, I think is absolutely the right thing to do.
So let's move past the Kim Strach appreciation dinner, and let's talk about who are some of the names that you're hearing.
Well, Chris keeps talking about a rumor that, Tim Moore may be interested in that position. Let's look at our university system in North Carolina, though. I think that, we are a system that could draw the best and the brightest from around the country. I think that the most successful presidents have been North Carolinians and people who understand North Carolina. That would be a criteria that I would suggest.
Name is circulating.
Let's be honest. Who wouldn't want that job? Brad.
Fetzer would be a great candidate too. I have the greatest respect for Tom and the work that he's done. The public service on this show. The public service that he's done as an elected official and even as chairman of the Republican Party. He gets it. He understands. He knows the tradition. He's a Wake Forest grad. We'll give him a.
Hold that against a little demerit there.
Right. Okay. Mm-hmm. But otherwise has done a very good job.
And I think there's no shortage of really well-qualified, good people
I was getting ready to say,
in North Carolina.
I have some suspicion that before this is over and done with, there are going to be some names coming up that we had not even contemplated.
Exactly.
But we certainly wish them well. This is important for our state.
Very important.
And we haven't mentioned whether Bill Roper will be.
I was going to mention that. I think he had an interest in it. Whether or not that's still a viable
certainly
choice,
has
I'm
the
not
pedigree.
sure.
From that standpoint, as far as education is concerned. Well, anyway, we'll be talking about it, I'm sure, in months to come. And we thank you for watching the Afterspin. We'll have more video all during the week on ncspin.com.